Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Mhm.
wabarakatuh. Introduce my name Himawan Anurogo and friend.
Introduce, my name is Muhammad Abdulloyak.
Here, here we will present a material ancestral product life cycle where I have discussed the presentation and will present with project before knowing the product life cycle. You must already know about the waste life cycle. It turns out that the life cycle is not just about waste, but the product life cycle is necessary to compete in the trade market. Let's learn about the product life cycle. Product life cycle, the product life cycle, the sales journey of a product over its lifetime. The project the product life cycle is an important concept that provides an understanding of the competitive dynamic of a project. The project life cycle can be divided into four main states, namely one introducing to growth, 33 maturity, four lowering stats, and the combination of the marketing mix will usually also change as the stats in the project lifecycle shift. Some of the underlying reason for this is that consumer attitude and needs will change over the course of the cycle. Project policies may be directed by different of the cycle. Project Project policies may be direct by different target market because the different stats the good crop are also different. This result in the form of competition starting to shift from a monopoly to market situation that leads to oligopoly. In relation, the product sales different in cycle also mean that there are different in the orientation of achieving the company product sales target. In general, sales targets are low at the introductory stages, then increase in the maturity stage and finally decline. Next, my friend into presentation.
I will continue the presentation for Hima. After you know what the product life cycle means, you also have to know what the characteristic of the product life cycle are. I will explain characteristic of the stage in the product life cycle. At each stage, there are different opportunities and problems in relation to marketing strategy and profit potential. By recognizing the steps at which a product is or will be management and formulate operated marketing plans and strategies. In addition to the above characteristic, the product life cycle also has the following characteristic. 1. Not every product has stock L stage. Some products even have never passed the introduction stage. 2. The legend of a product life cycle stage for its product varies greatly. 3. Product life cycle and be extended by innovation and reposting. There, there are many examples of companies that have succeeded in extending their product life cycle so that their sales do not decrease but instead continue to increase. issue presentation for Himawan.
Achieving perfect result in the project life cycle. We have to go track for steps in order to make good policies according to market condition. The first step is introduction. Introduction. At is the state new project is born in there is no target consumer who know it. So it's necessary to introduce the product in various ways to the target market in various ways. The common strategy at this stage is to combine pricing and promotional activities. This strategy has four forms, namely strategy number one is rapid skimming strategy. This strategy is implemented by setting a high price to get as much as much gross profit per unit as possible, as well as by carrying out vigorous promotion to convince consumers about the quality of the product even though it is expensive. This method is usually used to accelerate the rate of market penetration. This strategy will work if most of the market is not aware of the existence of the product. Consumers are willing to pay any price, and the company face potential competition and wants to build preference for its brand. Strategy number two is shock skimming strategy. This strategy is carried out by setting high price to get as much gross profit per unit as possible and low promotion so that marketing costs are not too high. The strategy will work if the market size is limited. Most consumers know the existence of the product. Consumers are willing to buy at high price and potential competitors have not energized. Strategy number three is rapid penetration strategy. This strategy is carried out by setting low price and aggressive promotion. The aim of the strategy is to gain rapid market acceptance and gain a large market share. The strategy will work if the market is very broad. Consumers do not know the ex, existence of the product. Consumers are very sensitive to price, and there are indications of great potential competition. Strategy number four, slow penetration strategy, is the strategy is carried out by setting a low price to get a large acceptance from consumer and low promotion so that marketing costs do not swell. The success of this strategy usually has to support by a very broad market. Consumers know the existence of the product, consumers are price sensitive, and the potential competition is very low. Step number two in the project life cycle is growth. When is the growing state consumer begin to recognize the project that the company makes with the number of sales and and the project that the company makes with the number of sales and profit increasing rapidly, accompanied by strong promotion, more and more sellers and distribution will be innovated to take advantage of the less interest in market demand. This step itself can be divided into two groups, namely rapid growth and slow growth. Rapid growth is the market by rapid interest in the company sales level because the product has been accepted and demanded by the market. Not all new products can reach this stage. Not even a few new products while in the early stage. However, if the new product is successful according to consumer needs, then this situation will attract competitor to enter the industry with counterfeit products. Number two, slow growth. At this stage, sales are still increasing, but with declining growth, most of the market has been reached because the company product have been used by the majority of the consumer. This situation will cause the company to start updating its product in order to maintain its sales. In general, project modification efforts are carried out by happening the model in order to strengthen the position of the product in the market. Next presentation.
The stats in market, the stats is market by the achievement of the highest point in the company sales. Normally, the stats in the lowest stats in PLC. This is because at this stage the fulfillment of the core needs of the product in question still exist. Most of the product that exist today are in this stage. Therefore, most marketing strategies are aimed at product in this stage. There are two main strategies that can be applied in the opportunity stage. The first is a defensive strategy, which aims to defend market share from competitors and protect that product category from attacks by substitute products. The form of this strategy is the from modifying the marketing mix to obtain additional sales. The defensive strategy focuses more on suppressing reducing production costs and eliminating product weaknesses. The second strategy is offensive strategy, which focus more on change efforts to achieve a better level. The form of this strategy can be in the form of market modification, namely by attracting non-user groups, inspiring product offerings to non-users, and chasing competing consumers. Other form of offensive strategy is the modification of product. Change product characteristics so that increasingly attract today's consumer to buy. By offering new benefits of the product to the consumer is now to encourage the purchase of more and use more often. Business such as this is often called product relaunching. Decline stage. In the tackling condition of the company products, consumer brings to leave the company to switch to other products so that the number of sales and profit obtained by producer and traders will decrease drastically or slow but surely and eventually eventuality. The decline in sales was due to factors such and change in market tastes. Substitution product accepted by consumers both domestically and internationally, and change in technology. This alternative includes number one, increase investment in order to dominate or occupy a good competitive position. Number two, change the product or find new uses benefits for the product. Number three, looking for new markets. Number four, at the company current level of investment util industry uncertainties are resolved. Number five, reducing company investment selectively by leaving less profitable customer, but the increasing investment for a small group of consumers who are still loyal and profitable. Number six, harvesting strategy to realize quick cash return. Number seven, leave the business and sell company assets.
That's the result of our presentation from we. Thank you for taking the time to pay attention to our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.